Hello, welcome to Great Garden. On my way home, I noticed a garbage bag that had been left by the side of the road. When I walked over to take a closer look, I was surprised to find an Anthurium plant that someone had thrown away. Looking more carefully, I noticed that the plant still had a few young leaves, and its root system still showed signs of life. That made me believe it still had a chance to recover. Today, I'm going to take this plant home, repot it from scratch, and share a simple recipe made from common kitchen ingredients to help it grow healthy and strong again. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to Great Garden so you won't miss more helpful plant care tips. Let's get started. First, gently remove the plant and carefully inspect the entire root system. After many years of growing anthuriums, this is always the first step I take. The leaves can only tell us that the plant has a problem. The roots reveal the real cause. If you look closely, you'll notice that some of the roots are still creamy white and quite firm. That's a very encouraging sign because as long as healthy roots like these remain, the plant still has a good chance of recovering. On the other hand, any roots that have turned brown or black, feel soft and mushy, or have an unpleasant smell are no longer functional. The next thing we need to do is use a pair of pruning scissors that has been sterilized with rubbing alcohol. Then carefully trim away all of the damaged roots. Don't hesitate to remove rotten roots. They can no longer absorb water or nutrients and may instead create favorable conditions for fungal diseases to continue developing. If the plant has any leaves that have completely turned yellow or become badly damaged, you should remove them as well. However, keep every healthy green leaf. Few people realize that every green leaf continues to photosynthesize every day, producing energy that nourishes the root system and helps the plant recover much more quickly. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After pruning, gently rinse the entire plant under clean running water. This helps remove old growing medium still attached to the roots, dust, decayed root tissue, and any remaining debris left behind after pruning. It also allows us to examine the entire root system much more clearly, making it easier to identify any remaining damaged, rotten, or crushed roots that still need to be removed before repotting. In addition, washing the roots thoroughly helps keep the plant cleaner, reducing the risk of transferring pathogens or debris into the new growing medium. Although simple, this is a very important step that creates better conditions for recovery and prepares the plant for the next stages of care. Finally, place the plant in a dry, well-ventilated location and allow the cut surfaces to air dry naturally for several hours. This is a small step that I almost never skip. Allowing the cuts to callus before repotting helps reduce the risk of fungal infection and creates more favorable conditions for the plant during its recovery. While waiting for the roots to dry naturally, I'll prepare a natural solution to support the plant during its recovery. The first ingredient I'll use today is onion. Do you have an onion at home? It's not only a common kitchen ingredient. Many gardeners also use onions in plant care because they contain naturally occurring sulfur compounds and various biologically active substances. First, prepare about half of an onion, then slice it very thinly or cut it into small pieces as shown in the video. Cutting the onion into smaller pieces increases its surface area in contact with the water, making the soaking process more effective and helping extract some of its naturally occurring compounds. As a result, the solution becomes more uniform and ready for the next steps in caring for the plant. Next, place all of the chopped onion into a blender. Pour about 500 milliliters of clean, room temperature water into the blender. This amount of water helps the blender operate more easily, while allowing the naturally occurring compounds in the onion to disperse into the solution. Secure the lid and blend for about 1 to 2 minutes, or until the mixture becomes smooth and uniform. Thorough blending breaks the onion into much finer pieces, increasing its surface area in contact with the water, and improving the extraction process before the solution is filtered. Once blending is complete, you'll have a mixture like the one shown in the video. At this point, use a fine strainer or a clean cheesecloth to remove all of the pulp, keeping only the liquid. Straining out the solids produces a cleaner, more uniform solution without sediment, helping prevent clogged watering cans or spray bottles during use. It also allows the solution to spread more evenly over the plant and growing medium, making the following care steps more effective. Next, add 500 milliliters of clean, room temperature water to dilute the solution. Stir gently until the liquid is evenly mixed. Then carefully place only the Anthurium's root system into the solution and soak it for about 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure that only the roots come into contact with the solution. While the roots are soaking, we'll prepare a fresh growing medium for repotting. Here, I'm using a mixture consisting of 50% garden soil and 50% coconut coir. The garden soil helps support the plant while retaining some of the water and nutrients needed for root development. Meanwhile, the coconut coir improves the structure of the growing medium by increasing moisture retention while still creating plenty of air spaces for good airflow around the roots. Next, place both materials into a clean container and mix them thoroughly until the mixture becomes completely uniform. Mixing them well ensures that all components are evenly distributed throughout the growing medium, creating a stable environment that helps the roots establish themselves and adapt more successfully after repotting. After about 10 to 15 minutes, carefully remove the plant from the solution. Use a soft towel or a clean paper towel to gently blot away any excess moisture remaining on the roots and around the base of the plant. There's no need to rub, simply remove the excess liquid. This helps the plant dry slightly before repotting, while preventing the new growing medium from becoming overly wet during the first few days. After many years of growing Anthuriums, I always make sure the roots are only slightly moist before placing the plant into fresh growing medium. It's a small habit that helps the plant adapt to its new environment much more successfully. Now we're ready to repot the plant into its new container. Prepare a pot with drainage holes in the bottom. These drainage holes allow excess water to drain away after watering, helping prevent waterlogging and reducing the risk of root rot. First, place a layer of the prepared growing medium into the bottom of the pot. This layer provides a stable base for the roots, helping the plant stand upright while allowing the roots to spread evenly as they grow. Next, position the plant in the center of the pot. Adjust it so the base of the plant remains upright without leaning or sitting too deeply in the growing medium. After many years of growing Anthuriums, I always try to keep the crown of the plant level with the surface of the growing medium. Planting too deeply can cause the crown to remain excessively moist, while planting too high may allow the roots to dry out too quickly. Now gradually add the remaining growing medium around the roots. As you fill the pot, gently shake it so the growing medium settles naturally into the spaces between the roots. Avoid packing it down too firmly. Simply press lightly around the base until the plant stands securely. And that's it. We've successfully repotted the Anthurium. Next, place the plant in a dry, well-ventilated location with bright indirect light, away from direct sunlight. During the first few days after repotting, avoid moving the pot too often so the plant has enough time to adapt to its new environment. Then gently water around the base of the plant with clean water. Use only enough water to evenly moisten the growing medium. Avoid overwatering. If the growing medium remains constantly waterlogged, the roots will have difficulty breathing, and the risk of root rot will increase. After watering, continue placing the plant in a well-ventilated location with soft, indirect light for 3 days. After 3 days, once the plant has stabilized, I'll prepare a nutrient solution to support its growth. Today's main ingredients is banana peel. Do you enjoy eating bananas? After finishing one, most people simply throw the peel away, but don't discard it just yet. You can turn banana peels into a simple, inexpensive plant care solution that's easy to make at home. Slice the banana peel into thin pieces as shown in the video. Banana peels contain potassium as well as minerals such as magnesium and phosphorus, which can contribute a small amount of organic nutrients when used properly. Cutting the peel into smaller pieces increases its surface area in contact with the water, making the extraction of naturally occurring compounds more efficient. Thin slices are also easier to process and strain later, resulting in a cleaner, more uniform solution with less sediment. Once the banana peel has been sliced, place all of it into a clean glass. Which plant should we feature next? Let us know in the comments below. The next ingredient I'll use is coffee. Coffee contains small amounts of nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, and naturally occurring organic compounds. When properly diluted and used correctly, a coffee solution can contribute a small amount of organic matter to the growing medium and support healthy plant growth. Next, add 2 teaspoons of coffee to the glass along with the sliced banana peel. Pour about 500 milliliters of hot water into the glass. The hot water helps the coffee dissolve more quickly, while assisting in extracting some of the naturally occurring compounds from both the coffee and the banana peel. Stir well, so all the ingredients are evenly dispersed throughout the water, allowing the solution to extract more uniformly. Finally, cover the container and allow the solution to steep for 30 to 60 minutes. After 30 to 60 minutes, once the solution has cooled to room temperature, strain out all of the banana peel solids, keeping only the liquid. Strain the solution thoroughly to ensure that no sediment remains. This helps prevent watering cans or spray bottles from becoming clogged, while also allowing the solution to be distributed more evenly when applied to the plant. Next, add 500 milliliters of clean, room temperature water to dilute the solution. Now, you have a concentrated solution that is ready to be diluted before use. Pour the diluted solution into a watering can, then gently water around the base of the Anthurium. Apply only enough solution to evenly moisten the growing medium, avoiding excessive watering that could leave water standing around the roots. When properly diluted and applied, the banana peel and coffee solution can contribute a small amount of organic matter and trace minerals to the growing medium, supporting the plant during its growth. For best results, apply this solution once or twice a month, together with proper watering, lighting, and overall plant care to maintain healthy, vigorous growth. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any Anthurium care tips. Pour any remaining solution into a spray bottle, then lightly mist your other houseplants. Here, I'll use the solution on my Anthurium, peace lily, and rosemary. When properly diluted and applied, the banana peel and coffee solution can provide a small amount of organic matter for your plants. Apply only a light mist in the early morning or late afternoon, and avoid spraying excessively so moisture doesn't remain on the leaves for too long. Results. After about 1 month, you'll begin to notice the first new shoots emerging. The new growth develops vigorously, the stems gradually become stronger, and fresh leaves continue to appear. The root system also establishes itself well, anchoring firmly into the growing medium and allowing the plant to absorb water and nutrients more efficiently. These are clear signs that the plant has successfully adapted to its new environment and that the propagation process is progressing well. After about 3 months of consistent care and following these steps, you'll notice remarkable improvements in your Anthurium. The foliage becomes darker green, thicker, glossier, and healthier. New leaves emerge evenly, growing stronger and showing much less browning or yellowing along the edges. The root system also becomes much healthier, producing numerous new creamy white or pale green roots that firmly anchor themselves in the growing medium and absorb water more efficiently. Once the plant has fully recovered and is growing under suitable conditions, it will begin producing new flower buds. The blooms open more evenly, display brighter colors, and tend to last much longer than when the plant was weak. What do you think about this method? If you have any questions or your own Anthurium care tips to share, leave a comment below so everyone can learn together. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Great Garden, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss future videos about caring for and reviving houseplants. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.